Feels like only yesterday I started here. Now look at me. A newly graduated scientist explorer from the Gallifreyan Academy.
You were always my most promising student, Doctor.
More promising than the Master?
You and the Master will go to many places, Doctor. But in different ways. You're gifted, the pair of you.
So what's next?
I'll be overseeing your first mission travelling alone in a TARDIS. I'll be with you, but you'll have to be piloting alone.
Alone? What about the 6-pilot rule?
I've seen you pilot alone, Doctor. You're very talented.
Excellent! When's the trip?
In 2 days' time. I recommend you look back over the TARDIS manuals before then.
I look forward to it.
I will see you then.
Are you ready, Professor?
Yes, go ahead.
Set the temporal relocation sensor. Change the space observer to the correct setting for the place. And the place as agreed upon by the Council. Khan. 700 years in the past. Are you coming with me, Professor?
I will accompany you, Doctor. It's been years since I've been off Gallifrey.
This was Khan.
Yes, Khan must have changed so much in the past millennia.
Who's that, over there?
A member of the Sisterhood, I suspect.
I thought the Sisterhood were extinct.
Not yet, anyway. Don't go around yelling that. The thing about death is you don't tend to know it's coming. Quite a large lesson you've forgotten there.
Sorry, I wasn't concentrating much. This is all new to me.
Are you Time Lords?
Yes, we are. How may we assist?
The Sisterhood. I went away to find a special diamond a few miles away, and when I came back, the Sisterhood were nothing but burnt up piles of bones.
Was there any hint of who or what did it?
Karn legends tell of an ancient monster called the Mist. The Mist absorbs all flesh and blood, but no one on Karn believed it was real, apart from the Grand Priestess. I should have listened to her. Maybe we would have had a chance of survival.
The Mist? That's part of Gallifreyan legend as well. We will help you bring an end to the Mist, so it never kills anyone on Karn again.
I advise against helping, Doctor. This is a fixed point in time.
This sister of Karn has done nothing wrong. She's innocent and afraid. I won't let her stay here and wait to die or get slaughtered by the Mist like the rest. If you wish to not interfere, wait in the TARDIS until I pilot us back to Gallifrey.
I'm sorry, Doctor, but you are out of order. We will return to Gallifrey at once. There the Council will decide your fate.
You go to the Council and talk to them. Give me a grand old introduction. I'll be there in a minute.
What? Doctor, get back here right now. I order you, Doctor. Get back here at once, or you will be in exile.
I'm so sorry about that, sister. I had to deal with the Professor.
Did you kill him?
Huh? No. I'm not that type of person. I left him back on Gallifrey. I've disabled all tracking links and even got my TARDIS to whip up this little machine that I call a sonic screwdriver. Isn't it a good little thing?
Yes. Can we stop the Mist now?
Yes, of course. The Mist. That's what we are here to stop. It is said that they don't mix so well with Archon energy, which just happens to be what TARDISes run on. That's how the Time Lords were able to stop the Mist in legend. I think I can get some if I just... That should do it. Brilliant. The Mist should be gone. If you ever need help again, just press this button to contact me. I'm different to the other Time Lords, I think. Call me the Doctor.
Okay, Doctor. Thank you.
Whoa! Looks like the Artron energy has screwed up the TARDIS navigation systems.
Oh my god, who the hell are you?
Oh, hi. I'm the Doctor. Where the hell am I?
We're in Birmingham.
This is university. I'm getting Earth vibes off this place. What's your name?
I'm Lily.
This is a really crazy idea, Lily, but I just kind of went on the run from my own species, and I don't really want to do it alone. Do you want to travel with me?
Travel where?
Cross time and space, anywhere you want, everywhere and anytime.
Time and space? Are you serious?
So, Lily, where do you want to go first?
Well, out of everywhere and everywhen, there is one place I've always wanted to go.
Where?
The TARDIS, 2036. The Doctor had just met his new companion, Lily Richardson, after crashing into her living room following his own adventure across Gallifrey and Khan. She'd agreed to join him on adventures across space and time. Their first adventure, wherever the TARDIS would take them and more. The Doctor let her pull the lever to take them to their first place. But something was happening, something that should have been. The machine was shaking at an uncontrollable rate. What's gone wrong? He thought to himself. He'd trained for years on Gallifrey to pilot a TARDIS, and yet this had never happened to him before. It was shaking. He could barely see anything with all the vibrations happening around him, but suddenly it came to an end with a massive thud. The doors swung open. The Doctor and Lily both looked out of the door. The Carnival of Dramata, 34:29. The Doctor and Lily both looked out of the door for a good 30 seconds before either of them even moved. Was that supposed to happen? Lily asked, a slight hint of both guilt and worry in her voice, thinking it was all her fault. No, it wasn't, the Doctor answered, but looked at Lily, seeing how guilty she looked, so he continued. But don't worry. I'm sure it's not your fault. You're certain it's not my fault? She asked, trying to shake the feeling it was her fault away. No, can't be. I think the Time Lords are trying to seize the TARDIS. I didn't exactly take it with permission. You stole it, Lily said, shocked at what she was hearing. No, I was going to get it. I just took it prematurely, the Doctor said, trying to wiggle his way out of a sticky situation. So, you stole it? Lily asked the third time. Yeah, the Doctor finally answered truthfully, realising Lily wasn't seeing through what he said. The Doctor and Lily finally stepped out of the TARDIS hand in hand, and they walked out of the door, where they were met by the biggest, brightest carnival either of them had ever seen, only rivalled in beauty by the pure nature and the citadel on Gallifrey. The lights were flashing vibrant colours in the dark night sky of the planet, with fireworks going off above the carnival and its accompanied theme park. The Carnival of Dramata was the biggest attraction on the dwarf planet for several hundreds of years, and had brought mass tourism to the planet since it had started in the year 2844, and had developed further and further since the humans started to live on the planet in the early 3000s. The Doctor and Lily's arrival, however, would set a deadly chain of events in motion, which would draw this carnival to a close for the rest of time. The Doctor and Lily had to go on some rides and played some games. The Doctor hated the roller coasters. Lily got lost in the funhouse. But they both loved the dodgems they spent hours on. They went to the daily show held at the carnival. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the greatest carnival in all of creation, the ringmaster said, shouting at the height of his vocal ability so everyone in the oversized stadium could hear what he was saying. Many of you have never been here before. Some of you have been here many times. But every night the performance is different. And tonight is no exception. Before he could say any more, lights went on across the whole stadium. Indoor drone displays of colourful images of all different species and all different planets. A display of diversity that could not have existed on any other planet in the whole galaxy. The Doctor and Lily were amazed by all the displays. But then, everything stopped. The lights went out and several explosions happened around the building. An image appeared in the centre of the room where the images of all the species had appeared moments earlier. This time it wasn't a picture. It was a video. Visitors of Dremeter. I go by many names. At the moment, I call myself Mysterium. The woman on the live feed was dark-skinned and had long purple hair, as well as wearing a jacket with hexagons of gold and black over it. I have shut down the carnival and all systems inside of it until I find my target. He goes by the name of the Doctor. Who's that, Doctor? Lily said, trying to whisper to him. I don't know, he said, whispering back. Hey! This girl over here says this guy's a doctor. Hand him over! A human shouted to the people around him and Lily, angered at the disruption of usual carnival services. Hand yourself over! A car-led shouted from the other side of them. Make sure they don't escape! Hey, maybe we can get a reward. The Doctor? You destroyed my planet! The hate was coming from all sides of them. The Doctor stood up, grabbed Lily's arms and grabbed a rope. They were lucky to be on the near side, near a balcony, so he cut it at the bottom and swung across the arena. Him and Lily swung into the middle, grabbing a ribbon dangling down from the centre of the arena and slid into the middle. The ringmaster was there with them. He grabbed his cane and pressed a button on the side where a blade came out of the cane as he held it to the Doctor's throat. So, you are the Doctor? The ringmaster asked. Yes, I am. Please help me escape, the Doctor asked, a tiny bit scared of what was happening all around him. As the people in the arena started to walk around and circle the three people. Depends. What does a woman want you for? The ringmaster asked. I don't even know who the woman is, the Doctor insisted. Fine, but we'll have to be quick, the ringmaster said. The ringmaster pressed a second button on his cane, which put the blade back inside. He tapped his cane on the floor 3 times. Then he, Lily and the Doctor all fell into a pit of foam as the floor opened beneath them, then quickly closed. Foam? Lily shouted in shock. This is supposed to be an escape, not a children's play area. I will admit it needs workshopping, the ringmaster agreed with her. He just didn't want to outright say it. Lights went on from all above their heads, and the Doctor could see doors leading to different places all around them. He saw that they weren't just places, but times. London, 1965, Skaro, 2601, Atraxia, 5021, Mondas, 2025, New York, 5,000,001, Atropos, 17,000, Gallifrey, The End of Time, England, 1730, the United States of America, 1800. What's he doing? Is he messing with time? The Doctor had so many questions swirling around in his head, 10 times over for each question. But before he could think any more, he remembered one of the exhibits in the museum section of the carnival. What was it called? How could I forget? Thoughts swirling through his head over and over again, until the answers finally clicked. The ringmaster's artifacts. He was stealing items from across time and space. The items began clicking his head. Now everything he'd seen in the exhibition. Item 005, a lost TARDIS control orb. Item 237, the campaign poster for a woman called the Warmonger. Item 091, the hat of a famed highwayman named Dick Turpin. Item 112, a Maury headpiece. Item 998, a broken passenger prison form. Item 744, the pistol used in a duel between American politicians. The Doctor knew something was wrong. The Ringmaster was stealing artifacts from all across space and time, and the Doctor was going to get to the bottom of it. He grabbed the Ringmaster's cane and pressed the buttons and held the blade at the Ringmaster's neck. They could hear pounding from above them where the arena was. The angry crowd had gathered, looking for the Doctor. "What are these doors for?" the Doctor asked the Ringmaster angrily. "Time travel, you know. Just the occasional trip, certain places and times," he answered. "Time travel isn't for fun," the Doctor insisted. "Look, Doctor, that crowd is getting louder and louder, and the only way out of this room is by going through my time doors. I could have made an easier way to get from place to place, but I need to go through 3 or 4 different doors to get to my main base. And I can help you get off-world. Just trust what I'm saying." The Ringmaster was practically begging him at this point, and the Doctor had no other choice but to accept it. "So, which door first?" Lily asked, feeling like she'd been forgotten. "I think it's New York, in 5,000,001, the Ringmaster answered her. "Come on then," the Doctor said. The Ringmaster opened the door, and the Doctor and Lily followed. New York, 5,000,001. Outside the rotating doors of the New York Medical Center, the Ringmaster, the Doctor and Lily all walked out separately. The Ringmaster walked ahead, leading the other 2 across town. "So, where are we going?" Lily asked, waiting to see if either of them answered. "Half a mile across town is where the next set of doors are. It's an underground bunker, securely protected, Doctor, so don't worry," the Ringmaster answered. The sky of New York at night was beautiful. A mix between a golden yellow and dark blue. It was one of the most beautiful things Lily had ever seen in this life. And the eco-friendly buildings with trees flooding off the sides to protect the environment. The sun was a bright green, a nice contrast from the bright yellow sun she was used to back on Earth. The buildings were a mix of bright colours. The couples on the street were of different species and different genders and sexualities. The streets were so diverse, Lily was amazed even with the changes on Earth in recent years. There was nothing as close to this. After admiring the view of New York, the walk was over in an instant, and they found themselves at the underground bunker of the Ringmaster. The Doctor was shocked by even more doors. It was shocking how he'd stolen so much from across time. They entered the next door, a door that would take them back to the Doctor's home. Just years and years after the Doctor left it, only a few hours ago for him, the Doctor was about to go back to Gallifrey. Gallifrey, the last days of existence. The planet, once covered in golden sands, was just a desolate rock. The Doctor didn't recognise where he was standing, but many years after he left, the Citadel was bombed, and massive shards of glass fell to the ground. The Doctor was walking on these with the pipes and tubes all a part of the Citadel, forged into the rock after so long. The Ringmaster had tunnels, 7 different sets of doors. They had to go through this set as it was closer and easier to get to their endpoint. They passed the barn, the only part of the original Gallifrey that was standing. In certain universes, the Doctor grew up in that barn. In others, it was where he was forced to believe he set off the moment at the end of the Time War. In some universes, it was both. The Doctor didn't know what caused Gallifrey to become like this. The Time War was yet to hit this Doctor. It would still be a few lives before he would, and it would break him more than anything. But that's another story. The sets of doors on this planet tended to be singular, just to get from location to location rather than back and forth. The Ringmaster had to, if he didn't want to be detected. The Doctor was so upset by what happened to Gallifrey, not knowing what caused it. Luckily, he wouldn't have to ponder the question any longer. They soon arrived at the door and went to their next location. They still had several more to get through, but the ringmaster assured them it would be quick. Weehawken, New Jersey, 1804. The trio had arrived in New Jersey at the dawn of the 19th century and were well on their way to the next door. It was the middle of the night. They didn't think much of it until they saw a group of people all huddling together. They didn't think anything of that until they heard a gunshot. They looked over and saw a man fall to the ground, wearing glasses, dropping his gun as he fell. Must have been a duel, the doctor said, not thinking much of it. He'd not studied Earth history very well, but knew it was common in this area. But by the dying man, he saw another holding a gun, almost frustrated with what he'd done. But he's being pushed away by both friends and enemies to allow the dying man some peace. A base outside the Carnival of Demeter, 3429. They had to stop at a few more locations before they got to the ringmaster's base. But they soon got there to be greeted by a shock. Inside the ringmaster's base, they found the woman going by the name Mysterium. Doctor, Mysterium greeted him. Who are you? The doctor asked. That's on a need-to-know basis. And you don't need to know, Mysterium responded to his question. Don't mess me around, whoever you really are, the doctor responded, anger rising in his voice. I'm not messing you around. The Time Lords asked me to look for you. I was eager to. Not for them, but for personal reasons. I can't believe you don't recognize me. I'll leave now, Doctor. I've locked this planet in a bubble. No one will get in or out without a machine like your TARDIS. The bounty will keep rising on your head, Doctor. And one day, you will be hunted down, Mysterium responded. A blaster bolt fired. The ringmaster had shot Mysterium as they were walking to their ship. Mysterium fell to the floor, but quickly got back up and limped into her ship. Why did you do that? The doctor asked the ringmaster angrily. She broke into my base. Anyone who does that deserves that, he responded. No one deserves that, the doctor insisted. But before he could say any more, he heard a sound, the TARDIS dematerializing. The Mysterium's ship was gone. Maybe if they had a TARDIS, they were a Time Lord. The doctor was confused. Maybe they regenerated. Maybe he would meet them again and not recognize them. His brain was racked with questions, wandering over and over again. The ringmaster gave the doctor and Lily a ship ride back to the TARDIS and begged for a lift-off world, but he was refused it. You shot a woman. No one who shoots anyone can travel with me. You can either die in a worldwide revolution or rise to power. I don't care what happens. I don't care about this planet, the doctor insisted, mad, before he slammed the TARDIS doors and walked to the console. Where are we going? Lily asked slightly nervously. I don't know, the doctor responded angrily. A moment went by. I'm sorry, Lily. Mysterium. There are these questions going round and round in my head about who and what she was. She had a TARDIS. Was she a Time Lord? I'm so confused, Lily. I just need to rest. We can go on another adventure in a few days' time. I need to rest. You can pick any bedroom in the TARDIS and do whatever you want with it. There's everything in the TARDIS. You could do whatever you want. I'm sorry, Lily. I just need a few days. Lily looked at him, 2 hands on the console. She put her hand on his left one, said, It's okay, Doctor. It's okay. Written by Cybermaster. Narrated by Josh Dyer. Produced by Cybermaster.
So we are just about to land in England, 1296. Still want to go?
Yeah, should be fun.
Did you ever learn about medieval England when you were young?
Yeah, of course. It was a terrible time, but... Doctor! What just happened?
I don't know, Lily, but we're certainly not in medieval England.
Doctor, look! Someone's knocking on the door of the TARDIS.
Lily, take my hand. I don't think this is good. I'm gonna open the door. Just stay behind me. Where am I?
Oh, you finally woke up. Before we tell you any information, who are you?
I'm the Doctor. I'm from the planet Gallifrey. I save planets throughout the whole galaxy and fight evil. And you are...
I am Leanne Dark, leader of the Dark faction of Atraxia, and we are at war. What side are you on?
Atraxia? Where do I recognise that name from? Ah, Atax. The planet torn apart by war, destroyed on stardate 1836.17.92. I'm not part of any faction, I just arrived.
Destroyed 1836.17.92. That's today's date. How do you know Atraxia will be destroyed? And by what and who?
I'm from all over the place. It's hard to explain. Details on the destruction are really rare and unknown. All that is known is that part of Atraxia was missing when it was destroyed. I have no idea about anything else though.
It's him and his weapon.
Sorry, I'm new to Atraxia. Whose weapon?
The Warmonger. He's been building a weapon for the Light faction for years. We never thought it would be powerful enough. And if it was, we would have won the war by then.
Before we continue, how exactly did I get here?
You appeared out of nowhere, collapsed, and have been here for a few hours.
So, no one was with me?
No, you're all alone.
I need to find my friend.
Your friend can wait. You're coming with me to stop the destruction of Atraxia.
Where's the Doctor?
Calm down. You're at the Light Faction Army base here on the planet Atraxia. We found you outside, passed out. We brought you in here to check if you were okay. Are you?
I'm fine. Where's the Doctor?
This group's doctor is in the tent over there.
Not your Doctor. The Doctor. Blue box, red jacket, dark hair.
No one in the whole army matches that description. Unless more people have been recruited. Let me check my database. Not a single person in this whole faction matches that description.
The faction?
The Light Faction. Almost half the population of the planet Atraxia. We're fighting a war against the other half of the Dark Faction. Hang on. Data just added to the system. One of our spies in the Dark Faction just spotted a man matching your description. He's just been spotted with...
With who?
With Lena Dark, the leader of the Dark Faction.
We need to get to them.
They're heading towards the Warmonger's new weapon. A weapon being made for the Dark Faction.
We need to get there.
The only way close to the Warmonger's base is through the old abandoned train tunnels underground. That hasn't been used in decades. I don't even know if the trains are still down there, or if the electricity is still wired to them.
We have to try and get there. I know if the Doctor's going there, it's to stop the weapon from ever being used, so we have to help him.
Fine, I'll go with you. But I need to kill Lena Dark. She's the reason this whole war started.
You're on your way?
Yes, I don't care if this is a Light Faction weapon. It's going to destroy all of Atraxia.
Well, if you insist. But White Faction soldiers are on their way as we speak.
Like I said, I don't care. I'm stopping this whether you care or not.
Don't try and trick me. I know your tricks, Leanne Dark. I know your real plan.
Goodbye, Warmonger.
Goodbye, Dark. Well, Magnus and Lily are on their way. The Doctor and Leanne are on their way. Everything is going exactly to plan. Start scanning the city. It will be lifted very soon.
Doctor, tell me everything you know about the destruction of Atraxia.
I told you. Very little is known about Atraxia's destruction, even at the end of the universe. All that is known is that a piece of land from the planet was taken shortly before its destruction, and we aren't even certain of that.
Well, Doctor, if you won't tell me, I'll find out one way or another.
The system will take about 15 minutes to boot up.
And how long will it take from here to get to the Warmonger's weapon?
If I can put the train up to the right setting, we'll get there within an hour. My spies tell me that Leanne's tracker indicates she is roughly an hour away from his base. We'll be an off-ride, so we have to sneak up to the reactor core to take it apart and stop the mechanisms.
And then you kill Leanne Dark and I go with the doctor.
If that's what you really want.
Why would I want anything else?
I don't know, I thought we had something. Some sort of relationship. I feel like I have one for you, but if you don't have one for me, that's fine.
I'm so sorry if I seem like I was in love with you. I'm not. Men aren't my type.
I'm so sorry for a human, believe me. I've embarrassed myself even saying it.
It's fine. Now let's sort out this train to get there fast.
Press that button.
Yes? What happens now?
You set the train to go at 160 miles an hour. We should just make it in time after the system is fully booted up.
Entrance request.
Leanne, you got here faster than expected.
I try to be on time.
Come in, Leanne. Come and see my weapon.
Your weapon?
Yes, did you think it was light factions?
You told me it was.
Well, I lied. Prepare to see the destruction of your world and suffer with it.
Okay, I've got a visitor with me. It goes by the name of the Doctor.
I was counting on it.
Warmonger, what exactly is it you want?
I want to bring peace to all of Atraxia. Well, what will be left of it?
What do you mean, what will be left of Atraxia?
I would say I'm sorry, Leanne, but I'm really not.
What have you done to her?
You'll see, Doctor. Now, come take a look at my weapon.
Weapon?
Yes, Doctor, a weapon. And you are the final piece in its completion.
How am I a part of your weapon?
We're here.
Quick! I'm certain the doctor will be here. Let's get to the reactor core.
Lily, you sure? The reactor core, if disabled wrong, can end up destroying all of Atraxia anyway.
Okay, but I need to get back to the doctor no matter what.
Okay then, let's get there first.
You had my TARDIS!
Yes, I was the person who drew you to this planet. I need the Artron energy from your TARDIS. I need you to take me to the Artron chamber.
I won't. When I was on my way here, I saw the blueprints. I know exactly what you want the Artron energy for, and you're not having it.
Then I guess I'll have to get it the hard way.
My body has adapted to the Artron energy. You've smashed my TARDIS up, but I've absorbed all the energy of it.
It's too late, Doctor. Even if you have that, my plan is basically complete already.
Warmonger, I will stop you.
Doctor, it's too late. The extraction has started. You can't stop!
I'm sorry, Doctor. I had to. Lily and I will be waiting for you in the reactor car. If you get there now, you can succeed. And I will be able to travel back here to tell you this. But Doctor, go now.
Doctor, you came!
Lily, how did you get here?
Me and Magnus got here on the unused underground tunnels.
This the Doctor?
But you sent me here.
What?
Oh, I see, sorta. We'll have to sort that out later.
Lily, pull that lever. Doctor, you can pull that one. Then the reactor will be shut down.
And then?
And then we are done, but we have to completely destroy this base. We'll launch it into space, and then no one on Atraxia will be able to use it. And by the time anyone discovers it, everything inside it will be gone.
You had my TARDIS!
Yes, I was the person who drew you to this planet. I need the Artron energy from your TARDIS. I need you to take me to the Artron chamber.
I won't. When I was on my way here, I saw the blueprints. I know exactly what you want the Artron energy for, and you're not having it.
Then I guess I'll have to get it the hard way.
My body has adapted to the Artron energy. You've smashed my TARDIS up, but I've absorbed all the energy of it.
It's too late, Doctor. Even if you have that, my plan is basically complete already.
Warmonger, I will stop you.
Doctor, it's too late. The extraction has started. You can't stop!
I'm sorry, Doctor. I had to. Lily and I will be waiting for you in the reactor car. If you get there now, you can succeed. And I will be able to travel back here to tell you this. But Doctor, go now. Now what?
That depends. Would you like to see space and discover parts of the universe? Would you like to stay here and help your planet?
Well, I'll stand Atraxia for now.
Okay, but take this telepad. If you ever need help, I will be back here in an instant. Well, that was a crazy journey.
It really was.
At least everything will be fine on Atraxia now.
Well, where next, Doctor?
We'll just have to wait and see.
How far off course are we, Doctor?
You know how we're supposed to be in late 21st century England?
So I can pop home and get my stuff, yeah?
Turns out, we're in Wales. Early 21st century. 2020, to be exact.
Oh, God. Wasn't that the year of...
It was. But I'm not human, and most people are immune by your time. We should be fine.
You know, I was just a toddler when this happened. Sort of depressing, really, seeing everything closed.
It's not all bad, though. Take a deep breath. That's the cleanest the air is gonna be for decades.
Hey, is that a deer over there? I don't think I've ever seen one in the wild. Certainly never this far into town. Think you spoke too soon. Hey, you in the delivery van! Watch out! He was trying to swerve around the deer. We have to go help him. Hello? Are you alright?
Yes. Yes, I'm...
He's bleeding pretty badly.
Can you tell us your name?
Matt. Matt.
Don't worry, Matt. We're here to help. I think I saw a sign for a hospital down the road. We'll take you there. Everything's gonna be okay.
No. You can't.
What's wrong?
The people that go to the hospital, they don't come back out.
What's he talking about?
He hit his head. He's just concussed. Don't worry about it. You support him on the right side. I'll come in from the left. Let's get moving.
You're just a voice in my head. You're not real. Go away.
Doctor? Doctor? Dr. Hughes?
Oh, Kath. Sorry, I was lost in thought. What is it?
I just got word from one of the orderlies. Mrs. Evans in the McShane suite has disappeared.
She can't have. It's far too early. She was only in the second phase. They must have got it wrong.
Patients are progressing through the phases faster and faster. We need to start telling people about what's happening.
No, absolutely not. They're scared enough as it is with everything going on. Telling them about it will just add to their fear. People need to think of this hospital as a safe place.
I'm sorry to say this. Believe me, I am. But this hospital isn't a safe place. Not anymore.
That's my call, not yours.
Doctor, I think he's passing out.
I've got him.
Can anyone help? This man was in a car crash. He's been hurt.
Pass him here. We can handle this. Are you friends?
No. We just saw him crash and brought him here. We think his name's Matt.
Did she say that you're a doctor?
Yes, I am.
Right. Come on then. I need all the help we can get at the moment.
Lily, I'll be back as soon as I can.
There he goes, running off again. I suppose when your best friend is a 100-year-old time-travelling super genius, you're bound to feel like a spare part sometimes. Still, I guess I could do some research. Dad told me a bit about this, but it'd be nice to get some knowledge firsthand. Just realised I'm talking to myself. That's probably not a good sign. The computers here aren't so different to the ones back home. Let's see, guest login. There. That was weird. Must have been a glitch.
Looks like he's in a stable condition. Well done, doctors.
Well done to you too, Kath. Without you nurses, nothing would get done.
Yeah, I know.
Probably best to keep an eye on our friend here for a while, though. I think he's concussed.
What makes you say that?
Before he passed out, he was delirious. He was mumbling something about people entering this hospital and not coming back out. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you?
Well,
no. We don't know anything. As you said, he's delirious.
I thought it was best to check. These ideas don't come out of nowhere, you know.
Can I see some identification?
I'm sorry?
I should have asked you before I let you help us. Identification, please.
Sure. Here.
Says here, you got your degree in medicine at the Academy of Gallifrey. Where's that?
Oh, a long way away.
Right, I don't know what they taught you at Gallifrey, but in my hospital, we don't listen to the ramblings of someone we know has minor brain damage.
There's no harm in asking. If something's wrong here, I can help.
You've helped enough. Go and find your friend.
You're the boss.
Come on, Kath. We've got work to do. So much work.
Where am I? My phone. Oh, God. I must have busted it in the crash. Oh, God, the crash. How could I be so stupid? All that for a bloody deer. That was the company van. I can't afford all this. They said I was lucky I was still working. And now I've messed it all up. What have I done? Stupid man. Hello? Is there someone there?
Matthew Langley.
Who said that? Why can't I see you? I must have hit my head pretty hard. I'm such an idiot. Always letting people down. My mum was right. I am a failure.
You are not without purpose.
I don't get it. Are you real?
This is not a hallucination. This is a proposition. We offer you a life without failure, without regret, without anxiety. We offer you freedom from yourself. All you must do is accept.
Yes, I accept.
Then you shall come with us, and you shall become like us.
Are you going to tell me why you've taken me all the way to the roof now?
For the same reason you started travelling with me. To see the stars. Much less light pollution at the moment. Look there, the Gemini constellation, and over there, Orion the Hunter. Magnificent, simply exquisite. What are you laughing at?
We see the stars all the time, and usually from a much better angle than this. It's just funny that you're so amazed by a normal night sky on Earth.
The universe is perpetually beautiful, no matter how you look at it. Then you agree?
No, I don't think I do. I mean, there are some parts that are beautiful, but there's so much darkness.
Is everything okay?
No, everything isn't okay. There is so much pain in the universe. We see it all the time. We try our best to stop it, but wherever we go, there's always more. More death. Doctor, before I met you, I'd never seen anyone die. But now I've seen so much. I haven't even had time to think about it because life with you is so fast. I don't know how much longer I'll be able to keep up. I don't know how much time I have until it's me who dies. Oh God, I'm going to die. Don't let me die, please, I don't want to die.
Lily, focus on my voice. You're having a panic attack. I'm going to get you back inside now. You're safe with me.
Matt? Oh, you poor thing. Dr. Hughes!
Yes?
The delivery driver those people brought in earlier? He's disappeared too.
He's only been here for a few hours. Was he observed going through any of the phases?
No, he must have gone the second he woke up.
It used to take days for someone to go through all 4 phases. Now it takes a few moments. Whatever's taking people is getting stronger.
Yes, too strong for for us to take on alone.
If we can handle everything else going on right now, what's stopping us from helping this?
You are, by trying to keep it a secret. We need to get help with this. Who knows what happens to the ones that disappear? Real people could be coming to harm right now because of what we're doing. What you're doing.
I've told you before, this isn't up for discussion. Let's go and get someone else in here. We've got a free bed now, haven't we?
Oh, it's you two. Are you okay? You look a bit pale.
I'm fine, thanks. Just had a bit of a nervous thing. Once I've had a sit down, I'm sure I'll be alright.
Could be the first phase.
First phase of what?
Nothing. Forgive my colleague, she's being unprofessional.
No, I don't think she is. Can we go in and see Matt, please?
I'm afraid you can't.
What are you hiding? Eh? Because I suspected that something was wrong the second I walked in. Trust me. I can tell when someone's keeping a secret. I've had to keep some whoppers in my time. And I know how much a secret like that can eat you up. So go on. Why don't you tell me?
There's nothing to tell. You two have no right to be here. In fact, your presence is a safety hazard. I can't risk the health of my patients, so I'm going to have to ask you both to leave.
Tell me what's happening.
Excuse me? I have the authority here. I looked up the Academy of Gallifrey and no such place exists. You're not qualified at all, so stop acting like you outrank me.
When my friends are in danger, I outrank everyone. Tell me what's happening. Last chance.
People are disappearing, Doctor. It started a few weeks ago. The process was slow at first, but now it's much faster. We don't know why or how, but every disappearance follows 4 phases. Phase 1, intense doubt, fear, or anxiety. Phase 2, the affected hears footsteps with no discernible origin. Phase 3, the affected hears voices with no discernible origin. Phase 4,
They vanish!
I'm afraid so.
This isn't good, but Lily and I have encountered stuff like this before. Whatever it is, it can be stopped.
Who are you two?
It doesn't matter. Does this hospital have a CT scanner?
Yes, it does. Why?
If I can steal some of its parts, I can put together a device that will run extensive checks on Lily's mind. It could bring us closer to finding the source of the phases and, by extension, the disappearances.
You can't just damage NHS property.
Do you want our help or not?
Fine, but I'm coming with you. Make sure you don't cause too much damage.
You say that like I'm a novice. I once built a chameleon arc out of a microwave. Tech that can change my entire anatomy out of a household appliance. I'd like to see you try that.
Doctor, showing off isn't helping anyone.
Oh, right. Yes. Sorry. Let's move on then. Hughes, if you insist on coming.
You feeling alright?
Yeah, I think so. Do you have a coffee machine or something?
Just down the corridor. It might take you a second to get it working, though. All of our tech's been playing up recently. Would you like me to come with you?
I'll be fine, thanks. Kath? Kath, can you hear that?
Hear what?
Oh no! No, 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 no! They're coming for me! They're coming for me!
What's happening?
I think she's entered the second phase.
Lily, we're here for you. The footsteps aren't going to hurt you.
It's fading now. Can any of you hear it?
No.
I'm going mad, aren't I? If I don't die, then I'm gonna go mad.
You're not going mad. It's just a blip. It'll pass.
And now I've made this, we might be able to figure out what's happening before it comes back. Stand still. I'm going to run a diagnostic check on your brain. This won't hurt at all.
What? What is it?
I have a theory, and I really hope it's wrong. Everybody get ready. I'm going to have to scan you all.
Well, what's it saying?
It seems that all 4 of us are under some form of hypnosis. Whatever it is, it's far more severe for some individuals than others. For Kath and I, the effects are minor, but for Lily and Dr. Hughes, the hypnotism is on an unprecedented level. It stands to reason that the hypnotism is what causes the 4 phases, at least the first 3 anyway.
Your test can't be right. I haven't experienced any of the symptoms.
Remember what I said earlier? I can tell when someone's keeping a secret. How far through are you?
Phase 3. I've been hearing the voices since the disappearances started. I've been holding them at bay.
Why didn't you tell me?
Because it wasn't necessary. The whole world is under threat right now. I can't afford to focus on myself. My duty is to this hospital, to keeping it open, no matter what.
Even if it means risking your own life?
Yes.
Doctor, I can't stay here any longer. I want to go home.
Lily, I won't let any harm come to you.
You're not listening to me. I want to go home.
Oh, right. Well, if that's what you want. Hughes, Kath, I'll be back. Come along then, Lily. Just so you know, I don't want you to go. It's your choice, obviously, but I'm not going to stop you. I just need to know you're the one making this decision. I mean, we know that the hypnosis causes anxiety, so maybe...
This is my decision, Doctor. I can't keep doing this, getting put in harm's way, knowing that any second I could die.
But isn't it worth the risk?
How dare you talk to me about the risk? This life, it's easy for you. If you die, you just pop right back up, good as new. If I die, then that's it. I'll be gone forever. Do you really think that doing this and dying because of it is preferable to a normal life on Earth? Sometimes I forget how alien you are.
That's not what I meant, believe me.
Well, that's what you said. Now get in the TARDIS, take me home, and never, never come back for me. What?
There's something over there.
You can come back for it.
It could be important. I'll be 2 minutes tops.
Doctor, come back! Come back! Bloody hell!
Richardson, we know your fear. We can save you from death. We can save you from the Doctor.
Looks like some sort of satellite dish pointed at the hospital. Someone's covered it up with tarpaulin. Takes more than that to hide something from me. But how's all this connected to the disappearances? Probably isn't. It's probably just hooked up to someone's CV. Perfectly normal. I should go back to Lily. She's what's important right now. I should just leave that mysterious hidden device and never think about it again. Mind you, I'm sure it wouldn't hurt to have a quick look. Oh no. This is bad. Very, very bad. That's cyber technology. What's it for? Beaming cyber conditioning directly from their databanks and straight into the screens in the hospital, displaying the conditioning in the form of subliminal messaging. The second I looked at a screen, I would have been subjected to their mind control. Luckily, I'm not too susceptible. The most it could have done to me is made me less aware of what the Cybermen were doing. Perhaps even made me unable to perceive them. The Cyberman could have walked right past me. I wouldn't have noticed. Still, I've got off lightly compared to what it would have done to those who are more vulnerable. This thing could send your emotions into overload, increase every doubt or fear tenfold. Exactly like what's happened to everyone who disappeared, and exactly like what happened to Lily. Oh God, Lily! I left her alone! How could I be so foolish? Cybermen, If you can hear me, I'm about to destroy your little device here, and if you've taken my friend, I'll be coming for you next. Nobody look at the screens!
What are you talking about?
That's how they get you. Mind control via subliminal messaging in the screens. That's phase 1. Then they assess their target, unseen due to the hypnotist concealing them, but the victim can still hear their footsteps. Phase 2. After that, they go on to phase 3, playing on the emotional turmoil caused by the subliminal messaging to convince the target to go with them to Lord knows where. Lily is the most recent victim of phase 4. I was foolish, selfish, and now she's gone.
Doctor, that doesn't make sense. Who could do something like that?
Aliens?
You're joking.
I've been listening to them for weeks. There's no way they're from Earth.
Where they're from doesn't matter. I need to know where they are now.
They're here. I can hear them.
I can hear them too. Does that mean I'm next?
Nope. It means they've changed their plans. They've realised someone's caught on to their scheme. No point in hiding now.
The experiment has been interfered with. All targets shall be extracted and converted. Rebecca Hughes, you shall come with us, and you shall become like us. Activate the transmat.
It took her. But how? Where did it go? And what even was that thing? Some sort of robot?
They teleported away. Not sure where to, and no, that wasn't a robot. That was a Cyberman.
What is a Cyberman?
From what I've heard, they're flesh and blood. Desecrated and processed into beings without souls. I'm not going to let that happen to Lily or Dr. Hughes. I'm going after them.
I'll come with you.
No. Stay here. I destroyed one of their transmitters, but there may be more. You're on the front lines now. Protect the patients. Keep them away from the screens.
Good luck.
And you.
Remain here. Do not move. The consequence of deviation is pain.
Doctor, what are you doing?
Helping you, then finding Lily, hopefully.
I know where she might be. They've been lining people outside those rooms. They're a bit like operating theatres. She could be in one of those queues. Is this some sort of hospital we're in?
Afraid not. I've heard rumours about the Cybermen. Stories told around campfires on dying worlds. In the stories, they spoke of things called conversion crafts. This is where the Cybermen are born.
So, everyone that's disappeared, they have been taken here and turned into Cybermen. Kath was right. I should have said something. All those patients came to harm under my watch. I've let so many people die.
As have I. We bear this burden together, Dr. Hughes.
Lily Richardson, prepare for a simulation.
Lily is here.
Lily! Lily!
Doctor?
Come on! I can find us a way out of here.
No, I'm staying. I understand now. I'm pathetic, weak, and worthless. The Cybermen can make me better. I want this.
You don't know what you're saying!
This conversation shall cease. This discussion is now terminated. You are incompatible. You are irrelevant.
Irrelevant? Do you know what I am? I'm a tyrant. My people were mapping the pathways of existence before your ancestors even dreamed of crawling out of the mud.
Scans suggest you are of Gathrian descent. Your intelligence is valuable. It shall be harvested and uploaded to our data banks. Your attempt at deceiving us has has failed, Gallifreyan. Initiating cerebral extraction.
Bad move. Take me if you want a real Time Lord. I graduated from the Academy with flying colours. He barely scraped past.
Hughes! Stop! Please!
We've observed you, Rebecca. Hughes, you are human. You are not a Time Lord.
Ever heard of a chameleon arch? I just made myself appear human. Now leave him alone and come for me.
Upload at 23%. Emergency, emergency. The databanks have been corrupted.
Let her go! She's just a human!
Emergency, emergency. Databanks are being corrupted.
You've been dumping that data back into my head for weeks, and I learned how to fight God. Now you put my thoughts in there, and I'm fighting them off.
Massive information losses reported. Initiate system shutdown.
Dr. Hughes, are you okay? She's still breathing. Only just.
That would have taken a lot out of her. But she'll live. What about you, Lily? Are you okay?
Yes. I'm sorry for everything I said, everything I did.
It's okay. You weren't in control. But I was. And I let you down.
Yes, you did. I don't want to leave you. I'm not sure if I could. But you can't let me down again. From now on, we need to do things at my pace. A little bit more human-friendly.
Of course, of course. I'm still getting used to travelling with you Earthlings. You're just as alien to me as I am to you. There should be enough residual energy to teleport the TARDIS on board. Let's gather the survivors and get them home before the Cybermen reawaken.
Doctor, Lily, you're okay. What happened to Dr. Hughes?
She sacrificed her mind to save me.
I don't know how long it will take before she's conscious again. She may have lost significant portions of her memory. She'll need someone there to rehabilitate her. Look after her, Kath.
I will. And you two? Look after yourselves.
Goodbye. And thank you for everything you do.
Since we're doing things at your pace now, it makes sense that you should choose where we go next. How about the burning cluster of Raxon 7? Or the last temple of Tat'Rum? Hang on, I've got it! What about the Howling Festival of 1,000 Stars? You'll love it.
I was thinking Greece.
Here we are then.
When I said we should go to Greece, I meant Corfu or something. This doesn't look very luxury.
This is the real Greece, Lily. We're in the city of Corinth, 336 BC. You can't get any more real than that.
Suppose this means we can't use any of my holiday vouchers then.
That's the spirit. Could you go and see if I've got any drachma coins in the piggy bank? It's still a few thousand years until Greece starts using the euro.
Sure, I'll meet you outside. Don't get into any trouble.
No promises. Thank you.
Magnificent. Absolutely magnificent. And how does your wonderful blue chariot do that?
Can't say, I'm afraid.
No, that's quite alright. I must say, you are a few days early, but that's no issue. I'm Dion, of the League of Corinth. I was the one who sent you that letter. And this here is my guardian, Thaddeus.
At your service.
Just to double check, who do you think I am?
Alexander III, of course. All hail.
All hail.
Everything okay?
Oh, yes, completely fine. One tiny little thing, though. Turns out that I'm Alexander the Great.
I can't believe you get to be Alexander the Great, but I have to pretend to be your servant. You better make this up to me. Where are those two taking us anyway?
Not sure exactly. Apparently that Dion fellow arranged to meet Alexander in a few days because he requires Alexander's tactical expertise. My best guess is that we're being taken to wherever those expertise can be put to best use.
Okay, but what do we do if the real Alexander shows up?
We'll deal with that when it comes to it. We don't get an opportunity like this every day.
Oh.
What's the problem?
So sorry, Your Grace. The man lying there with that pack of dogs is obstructing our path.
Is he okay?
He's fine. It's just Diogenes. Look at madman, innit?
Wait. Diogenes? As in Diogenes of Sinope?
I've heard of him. He's like a philosopher or something, right?
Not just any old philosopher. That man invented cynicism, challenged Plato. He's a genius. I've got to say hello.
I wouldn't advise it, my liege. He's lived amongst those street dogs for so long that he's practically become one.
I'll be fine.
Who's there? I'm trying to get some rest.
I'm Alexander the Great. Huge fan. If you want anything at all, I can sort it for you.
Well, if I could have anything, I'd have you move out of the way of my son.
Oh, see, this is why he's so brilliant, Lily. I'm one of the most powerful rulers of all time, and he just doesn't care. If I were not Alexander, I'd want to be Diogenes.
And if I were not Diogenes, I'd want to be Diogenes too.
Such insolence.
Shall I smart him down?
No, no. Let's just walk around him. Onwards to... Where is it we're going?
Welcome to the Temple of Aphrodite, O great Alexander. Dion, Thaddeus, I'm glad to see you return. I'm Celine, head courtesan. The other courtesans were sent away a few weeks ago due to the thing in the lower chamber.
This thing is what we've been summoned to deal with, right?
It's what Alexander has been summoned to deal with. You're just a servant girl.
I am useful, you know. I wouldn't be here otherwise, would I?
So, let's have a look round this lower chamber then. Shall we?
One moment. This lock is incredibly sophisticated.
We use the very height of technology here at the temple.
Oh. Well, I can see why you called me in.
Looks like we got it while it's still open.
The portal fluctuates between being active and inactive throughout the day. I do hear voices echoing out from it sometimes.
That's what it is, isn't it? It's a portal. A gateway between our world and the gods.
It's definitely a portal. Although I wouldn't be so sure that those are gods on the other side. Lily, come and have a closer look. What do you see?
Looks like an army. Hundreds, maybe thousands of people getting ready for war.
Army, yes. People, no. Not human people, anyway. Look hard.
You're right. They look like cats. Those people look like hairless cats.
All those hairless cats look like people. That there is the Acacius Legion. They're a pretty formidable warrior faction. They devastate worlds just to prove their strength. In about 5 million years, they'll successfully lose the Feline Federation into the Board Wars. But right now, they're only just starting up. They're throwing fists out into the cosmos, seeing what they think.
And presumably they've decided that Earth is going to be their next punching bag, yeah? Fine.
That would be my guess. Portal's closed. it doesn't have enough power. Not yet.
But their power has been growing stronger, and they will pass through into this world.
I must go maintain the temple. If these Atticus creatures are to arrive soon, then we need the favour of the gods if we want to survive. Lily, I need your assistance.
Fine.
Alexander, Your Grace, if I could have a moment of your time, we have much to discuss.
Of course.
Thaddeus, lock the chamber door behind us.
It's not that easy. It requires a very specific technique. Lily, come here. Since you will be serving under me for the time being, you might as well learn how to work the mechanism.
On my way, Celine. I'll see you in a bit then, Alexander.
Yes. See you in a bit. You wanted to talk?
You won't have long before Thaddeus interrupts. That naive cretin. I just wanted to check that the plan we had was still going ahead.
The plan?
Yes, the deal we discussed. The true reason that you're here.
Oh yes, of course, the plan. Sorry, I just forgot. Silly old me. Yeah, everything's good with the plan. I love the plan.
Excellent. Soon this world shall be yours, and I shall have enough gold to rival King Midas himself.
That, sounds nice.
No, you're doing it all wrong. It's as if you've never cleaned a goblet before.
I used to do the washing up at the Rose and Crown. Thought it'd be the same thing. What was that?
I'm not sure. Perhaps you should go investigate.
Why me?
Well, you Celtics are a bit more of a hardy type than us Greeks.
Alright, I'll go. Wouldn't want you to break a nail. Oh, it's you. Dodgy knees. What are you doing here?
First of all, it's Diogenes, not dodgy knees, and I'm, looking for an honest man.
Don't you mean you're spying on Alexander?
Why would I want that? He is no different to you or I.
He is a bit different, though. Neither of us are King of Macedonia, are we?
Yeah, fair point. You got me.
How did you get in here, anyway?
Oh, I know this city's pathways and walkways better than any man. The dogs taught me, you see.
Get your wretched beast out of my temple, you vagrant!
No, I best be off then. Come on, boys.
I should go and tell Alexander about this.
Be quick. I need you to clean all this mess up when you return.
Psst! Doctor! Over here. I've got something to tell you.
And I've got something to tell you. Turns out that portal wasn't the only reason Alexander was caught here. Looks like he's got himself caught up in a big world domination conspiracy. You humans are so dramatic. What's your story?
I just caught that Diogenes bloke spying on you.
Spying on me? That's not good. I hate upsetting my heroes. Happens way more often than you'd think. We better go find him.
I've got to stay here and clean.
Nonsense! Aren't you forgetting that I'm Alexander the Great? What I say goes.
Diogenes!
Diogenes, show yourself!
Hang on, I've got an idea.
Very clever.
You two again? Oh, you disturb me in the day, now you disturb me at night. Oh.
Why were you spying on me, Diogenes?
Because I hate liars as much as I hate royals. Oh, I was suspicious that you were not the true Alexander. As I was leaving the temple, I overheard your servant calling you Doctor. So I know that I'm right. In the morning, I will reveal the truth so that all of Greece can know.
You mustn't tell anyone who we are. A terrible army is coming, and only we can stop it.
I do not care for man's wars.
But this isn't a war of men.
Then a war of gods?
It's a war of big alien cat monsters coming through a portal and blasting this place to smithereens.
Aliens? Monsters? Portals? I've never met people with such strange knowledge. Who are you?
We're just wanderers, like you. Sometimes we come across danger, and we do our best to put things right. We don't want power or success, we just want to help, so please, don't tell anyone about us.
Fine. The dogs do seem to trust you. I'll keep my mouth shut.
Thank you. We should head back to the temple, Doctor. Like you said, we need to put things right.
We've returned! Any news on the portal?
None. Not that you have any right to know.
Who's he?
I am Alexander the Great.
Oh no.
If I may explain, Alexander. He appeared at the temple door whilst you were out. He claimed to be you.
I do not claim to be him, he claims to be me!
There's a very simple way to find the impersonator. The true Alexander will be able to tell me when we first communicated.
3 weeks and 2 days.
And there we have it. Thaddeus, remove those tricksters.
And stay in it.
I said we should have planned for this.
No, you implied we should have planned for this. No matter how brilliant of a tactician Alexander may be, without our help, this world will be taken over by the Achates. We need to take action.
But first we need to find somewhere to sleep. The TARDIS is a hell of a walk away.
I may be of assistance. You can sleep over here. The dogs will keep you warm. But you'll, have to get over the smell.
Nothing wrong with spending a night beneath the stars, eh?
Would it kill you to take me to a resort or something?
I'm so sorry, Your Grace. I don't know how I got you confused with that inferior creature.
Do not act above your station, Dyer. You are human, not actresses. When my legions bring war to this world, you will be spared and given the riches you desire, but you will not be equal.
Forgive me. Will the plan go ahead soon?
When the gateway becomes stable, I cannot wait to rid myself of this human disguise. Alexander the Great is nothing to the actresses. But if he has as much power as you claim, then my assumption of his identity will grant us a significant advantage once the battle fleets arrive soon. Soon the claws of the goddess shall be soaked in blood of humanity.
All hail the Achates.
All hail the Achates in it.
Morning, Doc.
You're up at last. How's Diogenes?
Still asleep somehow. I've slept in some pretty bad places, but the streets of ancient Greece are a definite contender for the worst.
I'm sorry, Lily. I know this probably hasn't been much fun for you, but I can promise that it's not for nothing. If we don't stop the Achates, who knows what will happen? At best, we lose Greece. At worst, we lose the world.
But how? That's not how history plays out. Greece doesn't get destroyed. I know that.
Time is in flux. I can feel it. What happens now will shape the future.
Then we better sort this out before it's too late.
We need more time.
We'll think of something. We always do. Diogenes!
Oh.
Do you still remember how to get into the temple?
The portal is nearly fully open, Your Majesty.
All is going accordingly.
So, what are you gonna do when the portal opens up?
I shall allow the creatures on the outside passage into this world. We should embrace their presence.
That's great, innit? Can't wait for that, innit?
No one should question the commands of Alexander.
Then we shall begin.
Beings from beyond the portal, heed my call. I, Alexander the Great, summon you to this world, come forth, your thousands and...
Stop! Stop, Alexander! You don't know what you're doing! If you let the Achates through, this world is over!
Who is you to challenge me? You three amount to nothing. Just a servant girl, a fool, and a pretender. But I am a king. Fiducius, hold it.
Yes, sir. I'll hold it nicely.
Let them watch this new era is born. Axis legions, I address you again. Come forth, I beg you.
We need a distraction.
I have an idea. Come on, boys.
How dare you call your hounds into this place? Alexander, is something troubling you?
Get those dogs away from me immediately. Have them destroyed. Have them killed. The prisoners too.
An irrational fear of canines. Or perhaps an instinctual one. I wonder.
What sorcery is this?
Not sorcery, just alien science. Looks like our king was one of the Actaces all along. You already knew that, didn't you?
Run, my master. I shall hold them back.
Not so fast. I'm the only one here who knows how to use this lock, so I suggest you all start listening to me and my friends very closely if you plan on leaving.
Of course I listen, now that that cat, demon, thingamabob has been revealed. I know that your friend is the true Alexander after all.
Yes, I suppose I am. Thaddeus, detain Dion.
Thaddeus, my faithful guard, do not turn against me.
No one questions the commands of Alexandra.
So that's him sorted. What do we do with Thundercat?
We let him go back through the portal, which he will then close behind him. I won't let another Achates set foot on this planet.
Perhaps we should keep him there. The dogs seem pretty fond of him. Maybe we should let them have their fun. Oh, it didn't mean that. Calm down, boys. And as for all of the universe's riches, keep them. I don't care about shiny things or valuable objects. I don't care about your wars or your armies, because none of them matter. The only thing that's important is being here, now, being alive. So go and tell your legions that. Tell them that I don't care.
Go on then, run!
Back through the portal.
This is Legion. Retreat! Retreat!
Is the portal closed permanently?
I should think so.
All that work for nothing.
Well, even if you succeeded, we would still be left with nothing. Well, nothing of true worth, anyway.
What's to be done with me?
Thaddeus, you know Dion better than any of us. You decide what happens.
I'll take him out of the city. He can figure it out for there.
I'll unlock the door.
You did well, Thaddeus. I'll be sure to put in a good word.
Thank you, Your Majesty. Come on, Dion. Let's get moving.
Diogenes, I forgot to ask. Why do you live out there with the dogs?
Dogs are not like men. Well, not like the Actaces either. They aren't cursed with greed or shame or lies. They just live unburdened by anything else, and they seem much happier for it. I should head off too before the Corinthians catch me again. Goodbye, Lily. Goodbye, Doctor.
See you.
Good luck, Diogenes.
Who on earth let this vagabond in? And who let you in? And what is this I heard about yet another man pretending to be Alexander?
Don't worry, we sorted it.
That's just as well. We have a visitor. After all this fantastical business, I can't be certain, but he too claims to be Alexander the Great. And he's brought a rather sizable army with him. He seems pretty displeased with what's been going on here.
What do we do?
Unless you feel like going up against the greatest military mind of this century. I say we start running.
What are we going to do?
I don't know, Lily. We need to get back to the ship before the airlock opens.
But how? It's locked. No buttons to press, no pads to use the sonic on.
Yes, it does appear that we are trapped, but that's why we picked up Jackson.
Doctor, what do you want me to do?
Okay, Jackson, pull the lever on the bottom right of the third panel.
Done. Now what?
Press the sonic tracker.
Done.
What were you thinking?
We were always gonna be safe. Now come on, we've got to stop the Raxons.
What do I do now, Doctor?
Press the tracking button and pull the recalibration lever, and we will be back where we started on the Raxon base.
Hello, Doctor. Time to die?
You think I'll be fooled that easy?
But Doctor, it's me, Lily.
I know it's not. You're the Raxon commander. I can see through your shape-shifting tricks.
You got me. You can't stop us, Doctor. Mars's core is almost completely mined out.
You really underestimated me like that.
No, Doctor. We've already got bases all over Earth ready to take its core apart.
What? Why are you tearing planets apart like this? If Mars's core goes, it will die.
But it gives us power.
My friend Jackson has planted temporal bombs all over this base, and you'll be sent to the far future where Mars doesn't exist. Bye.
So he doesn't know yet. We will treasure that information.
Okay. 4 Raxons to take down, and my TARDIS says they are on Earth in the 18th century.
How did they end up in the 18th century and on Earth?
I don't know. Jackson, stay here. Well, Lily, this is where the TARDIS claims the remnants of the Raxons are.
What should we be looking for?
I'm Dick Turpin. Hand over all your jewels.
Who is Dick Turpin?
English highwayman. 1705 to 1739. Very famous in his field of work.
I think I've heard about him. Not sure about the 39 bit, though.
I said, hand over all your jewels.
Okay, here are our jewels.
Well, that was easy.
Quick, grab the guns before he wakes up.
Got him. What now?
Well, the Sonic says that he's a Raxon jewel in him.
We'll have to ask him about that when he wakes up.
What did you do?
What did you do?
And why have you got a Raxon jewel?
What is a Raxon?
So you don't know?
Hang on. I tried to rob you the other day. Your silver carriage and horses with golden fur.
What's he on about, Doctor?
I don't know.
How can he recognise us?
We'll find out.
Anyways, what is a Raxon?
You just know. You took a jewel off them. And my device says it's that golden yellow crystal there.
That's the one I swiped off your carriage door when I tried to rob you.
This is much more complicated than we thought, isn't it?
Looks like it. So you claim me and my friend Lily encountered you a few weeks ago.
Would swear my life on it.
And you took this jewel from us.
Yes, have it back if you want.
No, keep it. I just need to scan it. And you, for that matter, as well.
What's up?
The jewel is just a standard Earth one, but you, Dick Turpin, aren't human.
No, I'm not. My first memory is being on a ship on the way to Earth. The exact same I am now.
Told you, Doctor.
Well, you didn't tell me that. But you could be right. The Sonic says he's part human.
What does that mean?
Recall signal. But to where? Oh no. Deep space in the far, far future. Wait, where's Jackson?
Hello, Doctor. You didn't realise about Jackson, did you?
I'm a Raxon, Doctor. My people genetically engineered me to stay in human form long term. We made me look like an innocent person affected by the Raxons, but my knowledge that I gathered from you has allowed my people to thrive and bring you here.
But how did you get here?
Doctor, I wasn't there when I left you at my 18th century England. Guess you forgot. I used my original form and dug a hole deep into the earth and hibernated. I hit on spacecraft and jumped out and remains just left floating in space. I knew my people were here, and with your TARDIS, now we can fuel the power for our ship to not only expand but go back in time and rule over the universe.
But what about your base on Earth in the 18th century?
We don't have a base, you silly Time Lord.
That's where you're wrong. I'm not a Time Lord. Good luck!
Doctor, you will pay for this.
I have already. My TARDIS is back on 21st century Earth with Lily at her home. I know a place where the Raxons didn't exist, the Dark Times. With this small bit of Artron energy, I'm going to send you back there and let the Cotharoo judge you from there. No, that's not enough.
Well, this really backfired, didn't it?
What? How? We should still be in the Dark Times.
Doctor, look, I learned a lot on my short journey with you, but our last journey I recognized the state of the universe right away.
Oh no. 17th century Earth. This is all my fault. God knows what you will have done to the Earth by the 21st century if this continues. This is why my TARDIS tracked signals to the 18th century and said you had a base.
Exactly, Doctor. This is just a small change to our plan, but we can still succeed.
So you're a highway robber?
Yes. Is that still a crime now?
No, it died out shortly after you died. But you were one of the biggest highway robbers of all time.
Yeah, good to hear, I suppose. Do you think the Doctor will be back?
He'll find a way. He always does. This isn't the first time.
How long have you travelled with him?
It's very hard to figure out, but I think it's been about 4 months.
You have kept me here for 50 years! There can't be anything new you want to talk about.
Doctor, our plan is near completion.
What plan?
We've reached the Earth's core, Doctor.
And what do you intend to do there?
Harvest the energy from it and use it to power all Raxon ships for decades. Centuries, even!
And then what?
We discreetly leave the planet, planting bombs across the whole world, leaving Earth abandoned, no population. Just an empty world and no one left but you, Doctor.
It was so kind of you to come and visit me, Jackson. Goodbye, Jackson. You are sentenced to life imprisonment down here till I come back for you. Look at the bracelet which held the crystal. I took it whilst we fought. Goodbye.
Doctor?
Your plan will fail. I've got the crystal from Jackson. This will shut down all Raxon operations within the vicinity of 200,000 miles.
Doctor, that will kill us all.
Too bad. You mess with the Earth, you mess with me. Jackson will remain alive in prison until I need him. I already put the crystal in the main controls. All I need to do is push this button.
Doctor, let us live. We'll leave, I promise.
No!
No! Doctor!
Lily! I've missed you.
Did you sort it all out?
Yes.
Sorry to interrupt this truly heartwarming moment, but what happens to me?
The TARDIS has been scanning your DNA, but it found a planet you're from. It couldn't pin down a species, but your DNA contains small minerals only found in people from the 17th colony of Saturn. Your ship must have taken you far back in time. I'll take you back there. Now we've dropped Turpin off, where would you like to go?
Honestly, Doctor, I've loved travelling with you more than I can possibly imagine. But I think I want to go back home.
Why? What happened when I was gone?
Nothing, Doctor. Don't worry. I just miss so much, and as much as I like this life, being back home just felt so normal and natural, even if it was for only a few hours.
Oh. I'll miss you, you know.
I'll miss you too.
Before I take you home, let me give you this. Ah, got it. This is a distress signal. If you ever need me, I'll be there in an instant. Now, let's take you home.